What's up YouTube? So today we're going to be talking about the thin bar silver dollars. Their scientific name is Mylius scombergii. And in this particular tank, there's actually two different kinds of Mylius scombergii, and there's the thin bar silver dollars and there's the wide bar silver dollars. You can tell the difference between the two because the thin bar silver dollars have red anal fin, whereas the wide bar silver dollars have bluish anal fin. There's other silver dollars variants available in different stores, but they require pretty much the same kind of care. Silver dollars usually max out at around 7 to 8 inches, but some species, for example the wide bar silver dollars, can reach up to a length of 12 inches. The thin bar silver dollars, as its name suggests, has a thin bar that lines the middle of its body. The body is deep and it is very thin. This shape makes it easy for it to escape predators in the wild. The body generally has a silver appearance to it. Based on the variants and the species, some silver dollars have stripes, some have dots, and some are just plain silver. This fish is related to pacus and piranhas. Like any other fish in the hobby, they require different kind of food. That includes pellets, flakes, and frozen food. Their main diet though is vegetation. You can give them blanched vegetables, or anything that has plant matter in them. For example, those algae wafers, algae flakes, those are pretty good for them. Based on my experience, these fish are not aggressive to other fish. They would usually form tight schools, and this looks amazing. What I've noticed though is that they're very aggressive towards each other and they would nip each other's fins. This is particularly visible especially after a water change or after feeding. They are very robust individuals and they grow really fast as well. This fish came from South America, and in the South American water, the water usually is around 5 to 7 pH. Knowing the pH is especially helpful when you're trying to do a biotope type of aquarium. But as I mentioned before, maintaining the parameters is more important than anything else. But what you can do is, if you wanted to really go down to that specific pH level, you can add some leaves or you can add some driftwood into your tank. You just have to make sure that the driftwood is aquarium safe. As per the tank size, I would suggest something around the minimum of 90 gallons for this fish. This fish can get a reasonable size, so a lot of swimming space is very crucial. If you are also into planted tanks, please consider that this fish is mainly herbivore. Some fish keepers, however, are able to keep them with aquariums that contains Annubia species, Java ferns, and some floating plants, for example hyacinth, water sprite, and water lettuce. I would just try to avoid anything that has tender leaves because they're just gonna end up as lunch for this fish. This fish likes to swim in between the root-like system that I created for them in this tank. It gives them a sense of security from the pike and also from the geophagus. It is very easy to give this fish a tank mate because this fish is generally peaceful. As this fish usually keeps their aggression towards their own selves, I wouldn't mind putting angelfish in here, or maybe other barbs or some other kind of tetras as well. But sometimes other fish keepers will use this as a litter fish, and sometimes they'll be used as target fish for more aggressive tank mates. One thing to consider though is that this fish keeps on moving and is very active, so if you have a fish that is easily stressed, that might be something to think about. Another thing to consider is, if you're putting some fish, for example something like neon tetras or amber tetra, which are way too small, this fish might get eaten, so that's something to think about when you're trying to decide on which tank mates you're going to put with this fish. Like most tropical fish, they thrive on a warmer temperatured water. They're mostly comfortable with a temperature that ranges from 73 to 81 degrees Fahrenheit or 23 to 27 degrees Celsius. That is something to consider when you're looking for tank mates for this fish. This fish typically occupies the middle and top areas of the water column. This fish can easily be stressed out as well, especially after moving them, so they're very prone to having ache and other diseases accompanied by stress. Nevertheless, they are really beautiful fish. If you have a center fish, for example in this tank I have an odopike as the center fish, their schooling behavior actually makes it easier for you to notice which one is the focal point of the fish tank. Their schooling behavior is actually very relaxing to watch, especially after a long day. Their coloration and patterns also add a little bit of class into any tank. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Tell me at the comment section which one is your favorite kind of silver dollar. And if there's anything you would like to add about the care of this species, please feel free to write in the comment section below. Now I'm just gonna let you enjoy and relax with the silver dollars. Thank you so much. Please feel free to subscribe and hit that like button as well. Thank you so much and fish out!